What's up, guys? Welcome back. Donatello's Workshop, RC. David here. Check this out. This is exciting. What are these? What is this? Boom. Kyosho wheels and tires, fronts and rears, pre-mounted for the old Ultima Rat Rod. Yeah. So if you guys watched my first Ultima Rat Rod video, it's the green buggy. It's a Frankenstein. Spare parts, runs, put some new electronics in it. Tranny's in pretty good shape. Well, I got new tires for it because what was on it was just, oh, these need to be glued. Yeah, okay. What was on it was dry rotted and I had no grip, and although it was a good attempt to get that thing running, there was no way I was gonna run it with those old dry rotted piles of crap tires. So let's get these glued up and I'm gonna throw them on the car. We'll see in a few. So let's see if we can knock this out. So here's the dirt cross, guys. Guess what? If you watched my last video, I was tossing around the idea of re-gearing it again because I knew that in here I had my 28 tooth. I had a 26 tooth pinion on it, referring to the pinion, of course, and I decided to give it a go, and I tossed the 28 tooth pinion in there and I took it for a test rip just to make sure I had my mesh and everything. And I know I've been filming this thing a lot because it's been freaking fun adventure and a blast to work on, get running, tune. Now it's cooking with real gas. So I'm gonna probably run this evening and do a little, try and do a little short run video on this with it geared up again, because dude, it is freaking fast and it handles so good with these tires and wheels. And I had a blast driving it last night. I didn't film it, so we're gonna do that tonight. We're gonna take care of that. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna do the quickie. I'm gonna glue these up. They're already mounted pretty good with foams. So where I don't have a ton of power, I should be able to. Let's prep this bad boy, get a pack in it, check function. I was impressed with this thing, it was cooking pretty good. Let's see, which pack should I run? It's Dean's. I gotta run one of these. Thankfully these are charged. They've been sitting for a few days, but it should be all right, I hope. In fact, I can refresh the other one just in case. That sucker in there, kind of like that. So you guys mountain bike or anything? What are you guys into down there in your local areas? You know, what are you guys into? I think life is about trying to learn and get good at and have as many hobbies as you possibly can. Not just work, not just one hobby. I like to learn stuff, learn new skills. Bike mechanic is a hobby of mine. I work on my own bikes. Music, of course, engineering. Let's leave that right there. Let's go down. Any kind of production work is fun and satisfying. I've got my lens zoomed in a little, so we'll see how this looks and how this works. Huh, okay. Should I get some proper battery straps for this? Should I is this worth fixing up, getting some parts, some original parts? It's crazy, I know. Well, that's why it's a rat rod, you know what I mean? But listen, the bulkheads, the chassis, the transmission, the suspension, that's all in good shape, man. That all works just fine. So, how did I do this last time? Let's kind of do that. And that's right, I did fashion this switch here better. Should I go on the other side of it? Damn. No. It's still wonky, but... So mountain biking is a fun activity. You know, there's technical aspects to it, you know, the downhill riding aspect. Oh shit, I need my pliers. You know, so you've got that technical aspect of it, and if you're into action sports, you know, which I grew up on bikes, BMX, mountain bikes shortly after, skis, of course, skateboarding actually was a big thing, big part of our life and culture all through the 80s and 90s. You know, skateboarding's art on art on art, you know what I mean? In other words, you're writing on a piece of art, and your form and methods are artistic while skateboarding, and you're writing on architecture, which is art. So yeah, art on art on art. Some of the greatest, most skillful athletes in the world are skateboarders. It's insane what those guys can do and how they can control their board under their feet whilst doing all kinds of tricks and airs and things. I mean, to me, it's absolutely spectacular. I was never that good, but you know, I could pump a bowl and do a few things. Pop in, pop out. Carve, you know, skateboarding is extremely fun. Okay, so that's done-ish. Does that stay? Anyway, yeah, I'm into a lot of different things. Skiing's been a big part of my life, my entire life, and this is a mecca. Where I live in Davis County Valley, here in Utah, suburb of Salt Lake City and Ogden. Basically, we're kind of in the middle. It's a mecca for mountain biking, skiing. There's resorts a half hour from me, Snow Basin in particular. Oh shit, why can't I ever do this? Because it's sideways. And so, you know, yeah, you grow up doing the camping, the hiking, the biking, the skiing. You know, I was on the high school ski club. We used to go to Brighton every Wednesday, and 4 people could get in for $20. So it was 4 for $20 on Wednesdays. So I never went to school on Wednesday during the ski season, and I had to make up a lot of U's and to graduate and, you know, all that. And because I was never at school. Skiing and skateboarding. Okay, that's ready. Let's go back over and see if we can glue the other side. It won't be long after that. Are we going to have to use these bushings, or do I have some bearings that will fit these freaking wheels? There's all my bushings in case. Here's some bearings. I don't think I'm gonna have this size though, dude. Oh, maybe. What's this size? 1, 2. 3. Maybe I'm gonna have them. Maybe. Yeah, dude. Sick. I'll have to order more bearings for backups for the associated stuff. But we're gonna use these bad boys. Excited here. It's just about ready. Just about time to go. I got a little crap on that one. Oh well. Should I run a washer, guys? Sweet. I'll try it like this. I don't think I was not running a washer with the bushing. So let's see if this binds. Yeah. Let's back it off a little. It feels pretty good. And they might run in a little. Probably want to check the nuts. Dude, these look good. This is gonna be cool. Come on, baby. It won't go on. This axle's like, what the freak? There. I don't know. I guess there's some corrosion on the axle, which is crazy. I lubed them up. Maybe they attracted dirt because I lubed them up too much, and back it off. Ultimately, though, this should work. Yeah. Cool, dude. Cool. They are directional. So, and you can try them both ways for different results, apparently. You know, medial grip versus lateral grip, perhaps. We're gonna run them forward, see how that goes first, of course. It's always usually the most logical way. These ones you can kind of firm up nice. Dude, this is gonna be cool. I'm getting excited. Should rip. Yeah. With my new tires, I might have to readjust my cambers, but they're fine. Okay, so what did we put in here? Did we put a new receiver in here? Yes, we did. Okay. Here's the switch. And boom. We got function. Okay, let's go. All right, here we go. Here we go. True it up a little, of course. It looks pretty tight. Got the steering turned pretty far down. I could turn it up a little bit. Let's go halfway. Yeah, this is gonna be way better. Comes a car. Yeah, look at her go. Yeah. Oh, traction flip. I was afraid of that. I got in the concrete. She traction flipped. Probably not so much on the blacktop. Yeah, dude, cooking it up. This is cool. Get my throttle trim also dialed because didn't feel like I was getting full throttle. Oh, she still wants to slide around a little bit. Hell yeah. Dude, it looks pretty cool going down the road. Oh. Way better. I actually like these wheels. They're not bad at all. Still needs a tiny bit of steering trim. There we go. Ooh. Now if we can just learn to drive it, right? All right, let's try this corner. It's definitely a snap oversteer, guy. Yeah, if you come off the throttle hard, she's spinning. So let's figure this out a little bit. There we go. Some are more forgiving than others, you know. Oh boy. If you're on the throttle, she'll turn. You come off the throttle hard, she'll spin. See? Sick. It's not helping that the shocks are way too stiff. I'll figure that. It's because of the springs. I don't have the right springs. I need like really soft springs for this to give it some sag, because it's got way too much droop and no sag whatsoever. And these aren't the kind. I tried to put limiters in there. There's just, you know, they're bottom loaders and they're the old Kyosho ones. You can't put limiters in them. And I tried to lower the suspension with the suspension arm settings, which I did. I went as low as I possibly could, and it's just not low enough. But if I could source some springs, nice loose one, nice soft springs, I could get some sag going, and I bet you $100 I could get this thing to handle pretty decent. Yeah, metaphorically speaking. We're not actually betting, are we? Cool. Still fun to drive. Uh-oh. Gotta get away from that. All right, okay. That was cool. Pretty cool. Sick. I'm having fun. This is cool. Uh-oh, we don't want a traction flip on the concrete. We gotta be careful. There's the infamous jump. Woo! Really? I'm afraid. I did put new O-rings, but if I jump this thing too hard, it will blow a shock. Or do that. Why can't I hit? Okay, let's see. There we go. Or I'll blow a servo. There you go. Actually, I did put a new servo in this. This is a... Not my steering, it's freaking off. What's going on? Yeah, if you're gonna pay to play, if you're gonna be doing jumps and bashing hard, man, you can break something real quick. It's happened. This thing's dope. Yeah, this thing's dope, dude. Unbelievable. Vintage Kyosho Ultima Rat Rod Frankenstein spare parts, rebuilt shocks, lubed the tranny, brand new tires and wheels, Kyosho ones from eBay. Pretty stoked on it. It's fun. It's very nostalgic to drive. It's got the bug body. Pro-line bug body. It's fun. Super fun. It's not handling bad, you guys, at all. For, you know, super light nose, two-wheel drive buggy. I mean, takes some steering input and a little bit of throttle, but it's, dude, it's going. Now this I could enter into a vintage competition, like a vintage race. It's kind of ratty though. I'd have to source some parts and tune the shocks and suspension, obviously. But this would be a cool one to enter into a vintage race or event of some sort. Come on, Bear. Bear, come. See, now we can handle the power. She can handle the power. She's got a little grip. It's freaking awesome. Really fun. Very nostalgic. This has got to be an 87 kit, original kit that Travis Bragg's gifted to me. And then I did the best I could with the parts I had and built a running model. So here you go. And I didn't have a manual or anything. I just sort of winged it. Did the best I could, and originally sorted it before the internet was really a thing. My first running of this was basically just all spare parts. Because you know, it was pre-internet. Really, the internet was just coming out when I rebuilt this the first time. There was really no websites yet, you know. You had Tower Hobbies magazine or catalog. That's all I was aware of. I used Tower Hobbies catalog for everything that I needed. That's all I really had, mail order stuff. Actually, I did use, you know, AE's catalog too. For all the RC stuff, RC10 stuff I had. And then lastly, also I did use the HPI catalog a few times to source parts for my RS4s. And now, literally, you can basically, at the tip of your fingers, if it's out there, you can get it. You can procure it. Which, that's part of what makes the hobby so fun, but it also is what makes the hobby so expensive, you know what I mean? Because they add up. All the parts, they add up. Sick. This thing's fun. I don't like that tire. What's going on? Who came out? Pretty successful. Doesn't have enough power to really destroy the tires, but I gotta reglue that. It was a fast, quick job. So there you go, the Kyosho Ultima Rat Rod Frankenstein with the wheels and tires, a little bit of grip. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'll catch you guys later.